guys, welcome to a brand new video, a brand new Rants and PJ Pants. It feels so good to be filming a video. Before I get started, thank you guys so much for all the love and support and patience with me not really uploading a lot lately. And if you follow me on Twitter, you know why. And it's been a rough almost month. So hopefully things are starting to pick up for the good now, and I'll be able to upload more. But thank you guys so much for the messages and DMs, texts, everything. It really means a lot to me. Today's Rant and PJ Pants is going to be about Rawvana and the pajama bottoms for today, Eeyore. And of course my Peace Love contour shirt from Smoky Glow. And I was originally going to do a slay and shade on Rawvana, but the more I took notes about her and this situation, the deeper I dug into like the vegan community, especially the raw alignment side of it, the more I was writing a rant. So I figured I didn't feel like putting on any makeup today. My eyes just are not in the mood, and I would just do it this way, you know, because I have a lot of thoughts on this. So if you don't know who Rawvana is, she's a 28-year-old YouTuber. She is a raw vegan YouTuber. She has like 1.9 million followers on YouTube. And she's built her audience on yoga challenges, raw detox videos, recipes, things like that. And mostly the people that follow her are vegan, want to get into the vegan lifestyle, or are hardcore vegans and raw vegans at that. So recently in an Instagram video that was posted by a friend of hers, she is seen eating fish. And it isn't that she didn't try to hide it, because she definitely did. When the camera goes on her, you can see that she sort of like touches the plate, and then she puts her elbows down like this to try to prevent you from seeing that she's eating fish. Now, the vegan community was on fucking like fire from this. Like, God forbid she eats fish, you know? And I'm not saying I eat vegan. I'm not a perfect vegan. I was vegetarian. You know, I tried the raw thing, just could not stand it. I don't care what other people eat. If somebody asks me a question about why are you vegan, or they assume that I'm one of those because they can be very preachy and mean. And mostly for me, it started out as just a way to prevent some stomach issues that I have going on, like severe gastritis, colitis, things like that. I have an allergy to dairy, so, you know, it just made sense. Then it became more about the animal aspect of it and things like that. But I'm not hardcore about it. I don't care what other people do with their bodies in any sense of the way. I don't care. So, but she had a very large following. She seemed very into this diet. And after she was caught, eating this fish in this video, she did a 33-minute apology video on YouTube, and I'll link her video below. She essentially said that a few months ago, her doctors told her that since she had not gotten her period for 2 years, that she was premenopausal, and that she could possibly get this small intestinal bacteria overgrowth, that she should add eggs and fish back into her diet. So who knows how long she's really been eating eggs and fish and possibly other things. People are speculating that she's always been that way and was never really raw vegan. I don't know. But in the video, she talks about how she didn't want her audience to find out about it this way, and that she was sorry that she didn't communicate it to her audience, and that she's always been transparent and honest. But clearly in the video, you can tell she is trying to hide that fish because she didn't want it to get out. And that's pretty sad. So not only was she not being transparent, she was not being honest either. And it's a big deal to people that are very into this raw alignment or very like strict vegan, and they follow these YouTubers for, dietary guidelines. What are they eating? What kind of recipes can I make? Oh, they look so gorgeous and they're so fit, and should I do yoga? And it becomes a thing. Just like people get really into their favorite beauty YouTubers, there are a lot of vegan YouTubers that have hardcore stands as well. So the thing really wasn't that, the comments are pretty varied. The strict vegans, you can tell, because they would burn her at the stake if they could. And then there's people that are just like, it doesn't really matter what you eat. It's the fact that you hit it. And you could tell that she hit it because she wants to keep her audience. I think that her relationship that she had with Freelee really made her want the fame, the money, and she saw something, an opportunity there. And I don't know that she's ever really been into the raw vegan lifestyle, but that's just my own speculation, because there are so many channels that I just feel like they're so strict and they're so quick, like Freelee, to come for people that are not vegan, that it almost feels like they're overcompensating for the fact that maybe they ate some cheese last night. And really, it's not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things, but here on YouTube, everything's a big deal. So a lot of, comments where it's the fact that you were, deceiving us, things like that, which I can understand if I were a part of that category of people, because you watch somebody, you build a relationship with them, and you expect them to be honest and transparent, like she claimed to be and is not. Now, Freelee also came out with a video, and I'm not a fan of Freelee. I'm actually going to do a video on herself because she needs one, but her video was like really intense. She called Rawvana a compulsive liar. She said that she isn't her friend anymore, but that she uses the word friendship loosely because I guess they just met a few times, but they did do videos together, so I'm not sure. But she did, she called her out and said that she was fake. She doesn't think, that she was a raw alignment type of vegan. And she went on and on and on, and called her some other things. And that's where it sort of turned into a rant for me, because who gives a shit? Like, she's tearing apart this girl. Listen, I get it. If you're following somebody, you want them to be honest and you want them to be upfront with you about things like that. So if it's been months since she's been eating this way, yes, you should, because you've been uploading videos this whole time, acting like you're still this raw vegan when you're not. So yes, you should have been upfront about it. Yes, you should have told us, or them, her followers, about her new dietary, her new diet, so that, because she's not feeling well. She said that it was because she doesn't know if having the eggs and the fish in her diet are helping yet, so she wasn't going to say anything. But clearly she just didn't want people to know because she didn't want people to unsubscribe to her, which is a shame. Of course, she lost some subscribers, but these vegans are killing me. I'm telling you, I just don't understand what goes inside someone's mind to attack somebody for their personal life, their personal lifestyle, what they decide to do with their body. People know that animals are killed for food. People know that factory farming is disgusting. It's not like people don't know that. You know what I mean? And that's okay if you still want to eat meat. Hey, I miss the Five Guys cheeseburger more than anybody, probably. And there have been times when I've craved meat so badly, especially when I was doing the raw alignment thing. Just, if I had to eat like another almond, I was going to kill somebody. So, it's difficult to be vegan. It can be very expensive as well. And anytime any one of these people fuck up, or if they're lying about it, and this vegan, these strict vegans find out about it, these are militant type vegans. They go insane. And I just don't understand it, because I she was so afraid. Now, I get that she was afraid because she didn't want to lose her subscribers, because she doesn't want to lose the money and the following. That seems to be her motive. When you watch her apology video, she's very phony, you know? But then there are some people like me that eat vegan, and I'd say 98% of the time, because there might be a time when Bob and I go out and they have like salads that have croutons in them, and I don't know if the croutons have any like cheese on them. I have no idea. So I'm not perfect, and nobody is. So the way that they attack these people is really something. Like, you think the beauty community is vile at times? Like, dig into the vegan, like the militant vegan community, because it's really, really scary. So I get why people are upset with her. I just feel like there are more like her that have found sort of this spot where they can have followers and get money, and they pretend to live this lifestyle that they don't, you know? And yes, you know, some people on YouTube have like a character that they play or a certain persona to put on, but something like this, lying to her followers, is just really shady. I don't like her. I did go through a lot of her videos prior to her apology video. She just seems very insincere, just all around. So I get why it's a big deal. At the same time, she could have been just afraid of all of the backlash. So, I mean, it could be a mix of all of those, the money, the following, and the backlash, because they are coming for her all over her eating fish and eggs. And it just seems absolutely ridiculous to me. Whenever I first went vegan, I started like vegetarian, you know, and then I went vegan, and I was very strict about it, but not like preachy, but I was really strict about it for myself and my diet, and I felt great. But there are friends of mine that tried going vegan, and not like vegan for a day, but like gave it like a good month or two, and they just did not feel well. Everybody's different. And it's kind of scary that people look towards like Freelee or Rawvana for like a dietary sort of guideline, you know, because these are not dietitians, these are not nutritionists. And whenever I could afford to go see mine, their advice is based on you, your weight. They take blood, well, at least mine did, and you keep a record of your eating habits, and then they look through that. You know, it's all about you on an individual basis. So it's kind of scary if there are a lot of young women that feel like this is the way to go, because most of these raw vegans look absolutely stunning physically. But when you look back, they've always looked good. You know what I mean? So I just feel like I don't want that pressure to be on young, you know, men and women, where they feel like they have to eat that way, even if it makes them sick. You really do need to check with a doctor, a dietitian, and get an individual plan if you want to lose weight, because sometimes there are these people that are just, they'll do fasts and things like that. Like, I do intermittent fasting. So I have an 8-hour window. I do 16-8. So I have an 8-hour window where I eat, and then 16 hours that I don't eat. And I feel good that way. I feel good even if I just eat twice a day, especially based on how active I am that day. It's just so important to see a professional for things like that. So there's a different side of it, other than them being very militant about it and really going in on people for not being vegan, or, you know, people that were vegans and aren't anymore. I mean, it's insane. But if you are somebody that wants to get into the vegan type of diet, then I really suggest going to your doctor. For me, I needed an iron supplement, and I think it was like B12 or B6. So that's for me personally, and you might not need that, and you might feel great, or you might feel really weak. It all just depends. And it, like I said, it can be very expensive. It can be very boring. Basically, anything that's boring and bland, you eat. So rice, vegetables, protein shakes, you know, I did find some really good vegan ones that I'm going to put on my That Fat Vegan channel, which is the second channel I have, if you did not know. I've mostly just been talking about like depression and anxiety and addiction on there, but I do want to make a video showing some of the foods that I've been eating, because and I give a Thrive Market update because I've been feeling pretty good, despite how badly I've been treating my body in other ways, like with drinking and stuff. Anyway, I'm getting off track. So Rawvana is going to have a hard time coming back from this, and it'll be interesting to see what happens. She could have told her subscribers right from the get that she was going to be adding these things into her diet. The fact that she still made videos and had like this facade on social media is really what was shady about the whole situation. And with Freelee, if you're not a strict vegan, then she doesn't like you. So she'll have her own video because she is not perfect either. But if you want to get into the raw vegan diet, especially a raw one, please see your doctor or dietitian or both, because you may have issues. You know, they'll do like blood work on you. You might have some issues that you don't know about. You know, you just want to be careful instead of just looking at like these beautifully fit, you know, people that say they eat this, say that they do this type of yoga for this long. You know, you just never know. So that's it for this little rant. If you're vegan, I am too, and I love you. I have been, the last time that I had a crouton that I didn't know where it came from was a long time ago. So, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not as insane about it, and I don't care what other people eat. If somebody asks your advice or is like, how do you get your protein or whatever, that's one thing. But to just like brutally attack people for not being vegan, it blows my mind. So thank you for watching this rant. I will be back with Slay and Shades, all slay, no shades. Check out my That Fat Vegan channel if you'd like to. I am likely gonna upload today. I'm waiting for another box to come of some of the stuff I've been eating, so I might wait. I think it's supposed to come tomorrow, so I can show you guys like what I've been eating and drinking and things like that. So yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to, and I will see you guys in the next video. Love and hugs. Bye.